Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
For tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
And we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire,
where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Alrighty, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing here tonight? Well, we are right. We are here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series at Richmond Raceway. We're going to be seeing some crazy action being here under the lights. Love the nighttime racing here. We've got about 7 minutes and 15 seconds of qualifying left, and then we go into our race session of the night here tonight. So we'll find out what's going to happen here and who's going to be able to get themselves a win here tonight. We've got quite a few drivers here getting ready to get some qualifying times in. Austin Smith right now as your fastest out there with a 22.085. Second place is Corey Crowell right now with a 22.429. Third place is Braxton Barrett with a 22.515. Fourth place, Michael Smith at 23.020, which, while I just said that, Wayne Garland put himself up to fourth place at 22.951. And Michael Smith rounding your top five at 23.020 here at the moment of time. So it is myself in the booth here tonight, Brandon Crossan. I hope everybody's ready for some crazy action here tonight. Let me know in the chat, how is everybody doing out there? Would love to hear from you, see what's going on out there in the chat, especially being a Tuesday evening. Gotta love Tuesday nights. A little bit about Richmond here tonight, 0.72 miles long with those 4 turns. Right now, 75 degrees on the track, about 8.5, 8 mile per hour southeast wind here tonight. Right now, we're talking about track temperatures at 75. Air temperature right now is 72 degrees. So 6 drivers have put their times in. We got 3 drivers out there on the track. Let's go on track. Let's see what's going on down there and see what it takes to get themselves a fast lap. You can see kind of the sun is going down. Nice little sunset going on right now here at Richmond. Watching the 44, Taz Lawson headed around the track right now, projected at a 26 Let's see what he could do here this time by. It looks like now it's actually jumped to a 22.1. If he can get that, he could get into second place. Here he is, a 22.161. Coming to the line, there he is. That time by was able to put down second place, a 22.264, putting Todd in second now. Corey in third. So right now, with drivers still putting some times in here and things trying to get underway, we got about 4 minutes and 45 seconds left of qualifying, and then we go into a race here tonight. So with that being said, Wesley Peoples right now out there on the track. Let's go on board with him in this number 46 machine. Let's see what he can do here tonight. Coming to the line, starting his lap time. Actually, that was going to put his first lap down, a 23.1. Actually, no, sorry, I lied. 22.641. Holding on to 7th place. Tim Wells now leaving pit road in that Baby Ruth machine. Also, Ed Brown putting himself up to 5th place here tonight with a 22.539. Alex Campbell at 23.327, holding on to 10th place. 10 drivers besides Tim Wells out there. We got 11 drivers that have put a time in here so far tonight. We've got 5 drivers that have not put a time in quite yet. Still a little early here tonight with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Alrighty, I see a couple of you out there watching. Thank you for everybody tuning in here so far tonight. Also, don't forget to give us a like and a follow here on our Facebook and YouTube side of things. So subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We definitely would appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. Also, we're going to be seeing some more crazy action on Thursday night with our Gen 4 series here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. We're here under Tuesdays for the Xfinity, and then we go to the Gen 4s on Thursday. So right now, Austin Smith still holding on to your pole. Tim Wells holding on to second. Todd now in third. Tim puts it down a 22.104 at the moment of time. Austin definitely put a killer of a time down, a 22.085 on that second lap. That is definitely the fastest lap I've seen here in quite some time here at Richmond. All right, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left here tonight, let's talk about our points. So I was trying to get it updated on our live points, and of course I messed it up. And so visually, or kind of just talking about our points right now, Caleb McKinney as your fastest out there, or not the fastest, man, oh man. Caleb McKinney is actually your points leader. That's what I meant to say. At 167 points, he right now is currently only 15 points away from Corey. Corey holding on to second. Corey's at 152. At 144 points, you have Todd Slauson. He's currently right now 23 points. 24 points away is going to be in fourth place. Your pole sitter right now at the moment, Austin Smith. He's at 143. At 133 points, at 34 points away, we have Wesley Triplett. And then that's rounding your top 5. Chance Manning in 6th. We got Joshua in 7th, Colton Manich in 8th, Dennis Kane in 9th, and Brandon P. in 10th place, rounding your top 10 for your points here tonight. That's all as of Kentucky Speedway here now. Since we're here at Richmond, we're going to see some crazy more action. Looks like right now only one driver is out there on the track. I believe that's going to be Wesley leaving pit road here. Let's watch him head around this track and talk about our schedule coming up here tonight too. So here at Richmond, we got next week is going to be our All-Star race at Charlotte. Then on June 3rd, we're going to Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then at looks like June 10th, we're going to Texas Motor Speedway for 120 laps for both. And then that'll be the end of our regular season, and then we go into our playoffs. It'll be Nashville Fairgrounds. We go to Dover, Worldwide Technology, and Chicagoland for the last 4 races of the season for the playoffs. Chicagoland is going to be your championship race. So that is what we're seeing for your playoffs here and the next couple races going on. And then we'll see what's going to happen the rest of the season here. So Wesley right now with a 23.483 here at the moment of time. Let's see what he can put down here in just a little bit. We got just crossing the line at the last second, and Wesley putting him up to second place, that time by a 22.089. Only 0.004 off of each other's lap times for first and second place. Impressive right at the nail biter of the second out there tonight, and able to put that down. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go through our starting grid here tonight and see where everybody is going to be starting here tonight. Alrighty, so let's see if my thing actually updated and actually working properly. In row number 1 for tonight, we have Austin Smith and Wesley. In row number 2, we have Tim and Chance. In row number 3, we have Todd and Caleb. In row number 4, we have Corey and Braxton. In row number 5, we have Ed and Wayne. In row number 6, we have Wesley and Josh. In row number 7, we have Michael and Alex. In row number 8, we have Brandon and Raymond. And that is going to be everybody through your starting grid here tonight. Good to see you, Jake, out there. How you doing out there tonight? Hope you're doing very well out there, enjoying your night so far. Alrighty, getting ready to go green flag racing here in just a little bit. Let's see these cars start these engines and start rolling off. Here you are, pace car is leaving. Looks like second place. Ruh-roh raggy. Having some cars bumping and banging each other on that restart. Wesley wasn't able to get the car started right away. Kind of a domino effect after that, and a couple drivers got some damage just because of that. Alrighty, pace car is on the backstretch getting ready to go. That pace car will take that hard left into pit road, and then we'll see that flagman start dancing up in his little box here tonight for the first time. All the drivers getting ready, warming these tires up. See the first row right up there together. We're going to go one more time around. That pace car will take that hard left. With the track being so, only 0.72 miles long, just less than a mile, you get around here pretty quickly. Curiosity, though, is are we going to see some, drivers get a little loosey-goosey or tighty-whitey here tonight with how this, the track temperature kind of down low. I feel like we're going to maybe see some drivers being a little tight, especially maybe turn 4 wall might be the worst nightmare here. We'll keep an eye on that here and see how many drivers will be able to put some stripes on here on this white, beautiful wall. All right, pace car is in. Here we go for the first time here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series for Richmond Raceway. Green flag out in the air. Beautiful start by the 23. Able to almost pull away, get everybody cleared. Here comes second place, 74 up high. Third place battling side by side out of turn number 2 down the backstretch into turn number 3. Austin and Wesley able to get themselves cleared. Here comes Tim Wells in third. Right now, battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th place. And the 84 is going around, going for a ride here tonight. And that is going to be Wayne Garland. I saw him and the 21 involved there. Let's replay first caution of the night here tonight. A little bit farther back, it looks like. Here they are coming out of the corner. Oh, it looks like maybe Wesley getting a little loosey-goose. Maybe coming out of there. We're going to actually rewind it, though. Unfortunately, Ed Brown had nowhere to go coming out of that. Here he is. He does. He gets it loose. And unfortunately, with him getting loose, 21 was right there with him. Nowhere for him to go. Goes a little bit airbound a little bit. We're going to go a little bit farther back. Just on board here with the 21. I'm just curious what it looked like in his point of view. Yeah, you can see just nowhere to go. Unfortunately, gets collected. And there they are, both sideways. At least they were able to stay off the wall. But definitely had to get some mowing some grass here. Maybe I've seen some dandelions on the track down there. Just a little bit. Alrighty, back live here up on the cameras here. Right now, Austin Smith, your leader. Tim Wells in second. Chance Manning in third here tonight. All right, so with that being said, we got pace car lights on and everything. We know, looking back at what we're seeing so far, I believe from seeing a couple of drivers up high getting loose, we may see a little bit of drivers getting loosey-goosey here. Right now, Austin Smith has got the fastest lap from the laps that we have completed at 24.057. And right now, that is the fastest here tonight. Butch out there. Go, Chance. Good to see you out there tonight. Chance Manning right now holding on to third place. Looks like we might go one more time around. Actually, two more times, I would say. Trying to get all the drivers situated on the track down there tonight. Alrighty, at the moment of time, looking at a couple of these drivers and the biggest movers of the night during this moment. It's going to be 4 positions, and that is going to be Wesley Peoples in the 46. He's got 4 positions since the start of this race. We did have a couple drivers that looks like Raymond Castle and Brandon, Wesley, Caleb, and Wayne all have come down pit road that under caution here. And with that being said, they got some fresh tires and fresh fuel, but here we are. Getting ready to go back, green flag racing here tonight. All lining back up. Definitely with the short track, you have to get going and get side by side with each other very quickly here. Basically, pace laps happen so fast, I should say. But out of 183 laps that we're doing here, we only have 178 laps to go for our first caution of the night here. All right, want to give a big shout out here to Barbecue Bee Sauce. Head on over their Facebook or website. Order some delicious barbecue sauce. My opinion, I think it's better than Sweet Baby Ray's, but that is just my opinion. So we appreciate them coming on board here for Redline Racing Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back. Green flag racing here. Green flag out in the air. Here for the second time tonight. Beautiful full start through the field here. Double file all the way through beside your leader at the moment of time. 23 has a beautiful pole. Chance Manning holding on to second place. And right now, Tim Wells holding on to third. That is 1, 2, and 3 right now. Battling for fourth place at this moment of time. Let's go watch this battle going on right now. Looks like the 44 was able to get around the 28 there. 28 holding on to 5th place. Corey right there on the close to the back bumper of this 28 machine also. Watching all the action going on right now, though, I'm looking at I was going to look at the 20. I was looking at his lap times there for a moment of time. And the definitely right now is a last lap Corey just ran was a 22.5. He's a little faster than the basically from 3rd, 4th, and 5th place back. Looks like Corey may have found something, may have got himself a good rhythm here tonight. But what will strategies be here tonight, though, too? That's the other biggest thing. We've seen things happen is the different strategies. We've seen that, Corey definitely being one of those drivers that came down to last week. he only made a couple pit stops and made it happen. So with that, with strategy going to be a thing tonight, keep an eye on that 20 machine. Good battling going on right now, though. Up front, watching, looks like Todd and Corey. Corey's going to go on the high line here, trying to get around. Ooh, and then it goes down low. Here's Todd right now battling with Corey. Corey on the high line. Still side by side here, coming out of the corner right now, right behind Chance Manning. Chance is holding on the third. Tim Wells in second. Austin Smith has pulled away here tonight. He is on a mission. 44 doing a great job. Oh, gets into the wall while I just said that. Here's Corey, though. Let's go on board with Corey. Watching him go through the field. Let's go on the roof cam. Watch him trying to get up to Chance Manning. Austin Smith put the fastest time down the last 3 laps. A 22.156 is the fastest time here tonight. He has pulled away a 3.1 second from second place of Tim Wells. Last lap, Tim ran a 22.6. Austin ran a 22.3. That is the comparisons of these two right now. Right now, looking at Corey riding on board with him, a 22.55. Tim Wells, a 22.58 is the comparisons between these two at the moment of time. Let's go on board here. I do see one driver did get a black flag a little bit ago. It looks like maybe some damage on his car. Raymond Castle, 1 lap ago, looks like he may have gotten into the wall for a quick moment. Let's go on board, just a replay here on, this is the replay of Raymond Castle right now. Yeah, it does. He gets it loosey-goosey out of the corner there and gets into the wall. No caution came out for that. He was able to get it right to the pit road right away. And that was, with that being said, allowed to keep the green flag out here tonight. A good run so far for everybody out here tonight, doing what they have to do. Lap 21 completed here out of 183. With that being said, though, we're just going to be right back here after these short commercial breaks.
time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair. Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Where's the quote? We will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
All right, back live right now, watching on board with Todd in the Euro Gyro Cam, we like to call it. Currently, right now, you can see the different bankings there are here at Richmond. Not too shabby, especially what we've seen in the past. But right now, Todd trying to close it in here on Corey, 22.9 compared to a 23.1 from Corey. Trying to close it in every single lap, a 3.8 second gap from Austin and Tim here at the moment of time. Corey right now holding on to third, Todd in fourth, and Chance Manning rounding your top 5 here tonight. Alrighty, right now looks like Wayne Garland actually had an issue happen a little bit ago. That was on lap 25. Gets a little loose down the backstretch into the inside wall, and with him able to get onto the apron and call the tow truck real quick, that was able to keep the yellow flag not to come out here tonight. That's going to bring Wayne right now holding on to 15th place. Unfortunate night for him. All right, let's go back up front. It's Austin Smith, your leader, doing what he's got to do up front right now. Having a good run so far here tonight. The guy that's on fire. Look at the different line that he is taking here tonight. What's interesting to see is because a lot of drivers are taking the lower line like he is entering here. He kind of drifts up a little bit to get that run coming off the corner. So here at the moment of time, looking at everybody's been out there for 32 laps on these tires and everything. Caleb McKinney did come down pit road. Looks like a little while ago too. I didn't notice that. Maybe that was the last pit stop. It was on actually 28 laps ago. He did. It looks like maybe he got some damage fixed or things like that. Due to earlier's incidents on the start of the race. So right now we got 14 drivers on the lead lap while you're Austin Smith, your leader, leading everything here tonight. Tim Wells holding on to second, Corey in third. Todd right now holding on to fourth, and Caleb McKinney. Here's the battles going on. Alex Campbell, Chance Manning, Braxton, all these drivers right now having some good battles going. On board here with Chance Manning. Let's watch him trying to figure out what he wants to do during this tight battle going on here tonight. Here comes the 12 right now. Looks like he's able to hold that line here at the moment. Alex Campbell doing what he's got to do. Well, here comes Chance Manning on the outside line now, trying to look on turn 1. But here comes Braxton in the 28, trying to look on the corner panel of the 54. With 35 laps completed here out of 183, 148 laps to go. Right now the 54 trying to hold his ground, holding on for 7th. Braxton right now holding on to 8th, Wesley in 9th, Brandon in 10th, rounding your top 10. Good to see everybody out there, though, in our chats out there. Good to see you out there tonight. Also, right now, looking at the next couple of weeks, we might have some good races coming on. But, with our Thursday night, Todd being in the booth with us, he might be able to actually join me here in the next couple of weeks on our Tuesday nights. Have some more commentary in the booth to help us out here. It's always a pleasure to have somebody up here in the booth, keeping us company. Definitely when they are able to see more things at times than I do or whatnot, it's always as a broadcaster, it can be a little tricky. But right now, look at the 28 and the 54 right now, having a good battle. 28 was looking 54 into the wall. So is that number 74 of Wesley getting in the wall there a little bit. Here comes the number 5 of Brandon right now, trying to work the inside of the 74. Right now, the 54 is looking at his last lap was a 23.6. This time by, let's see what he can run down compared to Braxton's 23.4. Looks like Braxton right now just ran a 23.4 compared to Chance 23.5. Wesley's a 23.3. Wesley right now a little faster than looks like Braxton and Chance at the moment of time. Back up here, though, let's see Alex Campbell battling here with Caleb McKinney. This is for 5th and 6th place. Good battles going on so far up front. Other than that, right now, between the top 5, there's over a half to a second gap or more in between everybody. This is the closest battle up front besides what we were just watching with Chance and Wesley. Alex Campbell trying to get around Caleb McKinney with 23.2. Almost actually, right now Caleb and Alex identical in these lap times right now. So with 142 laps to go, we've already completed 43 laps. Definitely getting down to the crunch time right now. When will drivers start coming down pit road is the other thing that I'm curious on. Looks like Alex right now, how he entered that corner, Caleb was able to get that run coming off the corner very quickly. Let's see, it looks like right now 1 and 2. Here comes 76. Oh, almost getting to the back end of number 12. Had to hit the brakes, not get into him. Great job not getting colliding into each other. But look at the battle going on back here, though. Once again, here comes Chance Manning and Wesley battling it out side by side. Good battles going on right now, though. Up all through the track. A little bit gaps going on between each other, too. Right now, though, watching all the action going on, I was looking at the pit window, the pit strategies of how this is all going to work. Right now it's been out there for 47 laps. From my understanding and from what I heard, drivers could at least, I would say it was around, somebody said around 50 to 55 laps they could do, but I'm not exactly sure. So, we'll keep an eye. When will they come down pit road for that? Because that is going to be the biggest question for us tonight. Good battle going on between the 28 and 54 here still. And right now, look at side-by-side action. Ooh, 28 may have gotten loose. That's going to allow Brandon and Wesley to get by. But Brandon and Wesley still battling very hard right now at the moment of time. Here on lap 49 out of 183. Alex Campbell and looks like Caleb McKinney, about a 0.7 second gap between each other. Corey right now is about a 0.2 second away from Todd. It's closing it in. But the battle's still going very hard back here for about 7th place. Definitely some good, very good battling. Brandon still staying side by side right now. That's what I love about this track. Is how many drivers actually can go side by side here for, you know, the couple laps at least. Alrighty, here for Barbecue Beast Sauce. Want to give our shout outs to all of our sponsors here and even to our league sponsors. Alrighty, so let's go through all of them here. Right now, want to give a big shout out to is going to be Jackie Jones. You want to get yourself a new car, go down to Cleveland, Georgia, get yourself a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. We appreciate them coming on board here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Also want to give a big shout out to is going to be Dubby. If you want to get yourself a energy powder drink, if you use code REDLINE, you can get yourself 10% off your order. So thank you to Dubby coming on board here for us tonight. Also another league sponsor here is going to be Admin Box. You want yourself in a new admin box for your iRacing needs that helps you. You can do race control or admin a race just by pushing a couple buttons, make your life a little easier. Head on over there to let them know you want you one. We appreciate Admin Box coming on board here for Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Also to Shenko. If you want to get yourself a custom diecast, head on over to Shenko and get yourself one. They can get you all hooked up. So they are another league sponsor here. Also, we want to give a shout out to Delta Tire being a local sponsor here for Redline Racing Network. We want to get yourself a new tire, new brakes, things like that. Head on over there, go to Burton, Michigan, and they can help you out. So appreciate Delta Tire coming on board. Also to Sheath Underwear. If you use promo code NOLIFT, you can get yourself 20% off your order. We appreciate Sheath. And then last but not least, that we love to mention is the Barbecue Beef Sauce. If you want some delicious barbecue sauce, my opinion better than Sweet Baby Ray's, but that's just my opinion. Go over to their Facebook or website. They also are selling it on Amazon and get you some. They have all different types of flavors for all sorts of different types of meats. So we appreciate them coming on board here tonight. Alrighty, so that's our sponsors, and we're watching right now Chance Manning go back up front though. Looks like Austin Smith has gotten around some lap traffic now involved. Ed Brown and Michael Smith. Looks like he's working his way up to the 46 of Wesley Peoples. That's for 11th place here at the moment of time. Looks like at the second, they've been out there for 57 laps. Looks like my calculations, and from what I thought I misunderstood, it looks like they're going to go a little longer on the fuel window here tonight. They've been out there for 58 laps on those tires. Currently about 126 laps to go here tonight. Good battle going on for your lead and some lap traffic though. Austin Smith picking every driver by one here tonight. Go back and check out our chat. I haven't actually checked back at that in a minute to see how everybody's doing out there right now. I see a couple of you out there watching. Hope everybody's doing very well here tonight. Alright, looks like the 23 was able to get around the 46, but he's kind of giving him a little fight back, just a tad a little bit. Having some good runs here tonight. Been out there for 60 laps so far on these tires. Alrighty, looking back right now. I was looking at some lap traffic while I was looking away. And right now, Tim Wells ran a 23.4 is just like Austin Smith, the 23.4. That time by crossing line was a 23.3 and the 23.4. So Austin looks like that time by picked up the his speed a little bit more than Tim Wells. Corey just ran a 23.1, actually faster than the top two at the moment for third place. And the gap between them looks like a 3.2 second from Tim Wells and a 7.7 seconds away from Austin Smith. Alex Campbell right now holding on to 5th place. Todd Slauson in 4th. Caleb McKinney in 6th. Brandon P. in 7th. Wesley triplet right now in 8th. Chance Manning in 9th. Josh Neal in 10th. Weasel Peebles in 11th. Ed Brown in 12th. Michael Smith in 13th. Braxton Barrett in 14th. Wayne Garland in 15th. And Raymond Castle in 16th here tonight. Right now looks like we still see Wayne and Raymond right now sitting in pit road. Unfortunately, not the nights they wanted to see. Braxton right now currently 2 laps down. You got Michael, Ed, and Weasley currently 1 lap down. I said Weasley. Wesley. Sorry, my apologies. Wesley. With 65 laps completed here out of 119 laps to go. About 100, out of 183. Not too shabby. Getting down to the crunch time here in a little while. Especially knowing that pit strategies are going to be underway here in just a little bit, because what's going to come down to, when do you want to come down pit road and get yourself new tires and a full set of a full tank of fuel? We always say week in and week out, you got to, if you know the leader is faster than you, why not try something a little bit different than everybody on the track? Why not try to, if you have to short pit it or stay out longer to see if you can make it happen? Those cautions could come out at different times, and it can help you a little bit, and that may help a lot if you do something different. We've seen it different times. All right, out of turn number 4, coming to the line right now, bringing the 23 crossing and bringing it to 68 laps completed here tonight. Holding about a 5.4 second gap from 2nd place. Corey holding on to 3rd. Let's see if I can find the closest battles out there on the track right now, because otherwise we really have gotten really spread out through everybody. Over a second gaps between everybody at the moment of time. Alrighty, with looking at Brandon right now, currently about 12.2 seconds away from your leader. He's currently in 4th place. Looks like we do have a couple takers down pit road right now. Coming down pit lane, it looks like it's going to be Caleb, Alex, Michael, Todd coming down pit road. So strategies have started on lap number 70 here tonight. While that's going, looks like Ed Brown and Tim Wells now coming down pit road while we speak. You see them 2 are down. Austin Smith still staying out. Brandon now up to 3rd place. Corey now in 2nd. Here comes Austin, your leader here at the moment. Here comes your 2nd place. He's going to stay out. He's going to take over the lead here now. So Corey's going to take the lead from Austin Smith. This basically got a caution out on the track, though. And it looks like maybe Alex Campbell slowly down the back of the track back here. This kind of changes a lot of different things here tonight. Let's go back and see what just happened here. On board here with Alex Campbell. Just gets it kicking sideways out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Good job by Braxton. Able in, I believe that is the 44. Able to get out of the way there. Not get collected. Here's your leader right there in front. So that's going to bring out our caution here. And that kind of changes up a lot of events here because of the strategy games going on. Corey's going to stay up as your lead coming down pit road now with Brandon right behind him. Wesley behind. Man, oh man, what's going to happen with that being said? I wonder what that's going to do to Austin Smith. Right now he's showing in 7th place when that caution came out. And your leaders now coming down pit road. So while that's being said, we're going to be right back here right after these short commercial breaks.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
Barbecue beast sauces are made from scratch. Use quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with spicy beast, hot beast, and Carolina beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our curry beast and on the bay beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans. These quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Already back live here. While we're looking back now, looks like with everything going on, Austin Smith takes back the lead here. Right now, Brandon in second place and Corey in third. Wesley in fourth and Josh Neal in fifth. Rounding your top five here. Pace car lights are off. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here once again here tonight. Who is ready to have some more green flag racing and who is excited to see what's going to happen here tonight? I definitely am. Alrighty, right now, at this moment of time, pace car will take that hard left into pit road. The flag man will start dancing up in his little box, and then it's go time. Here we are, green flag out in the air. Beautiful start by the 23, picks the outside line. Here they are going into turn number one. Looks like a couple black flags were able to get them waved due to discomfort of how coming into the starting line kind of messed it up. And at the moment, 20 right now, holding on to fifth place. Chance Manning holding on to what looks like fourth, battling here with the number 74 in third. Beautiful battle going on for between these two. I was looking at right now, we got 10 drivers on the lead lap. One lap down, but a lot of drivers all close together. Things may happen up front that we may not be ready for. Who knows? And we do have a caution out right now. Looks like Chance Manning turned around on the front stretch. Let's go back and find out what just happened. On board here with Chance Manning. Here's Corey right in behind him, coming out of turn number 4, just gets it loose, tries to save it. Great job by everybody trying to avoid. I believe Josh Neal may have gotten involved there too. Let's go back a little bit. From Josh Neal, you saw Chance Manning up there, turned around, was trying to hold on to it, but here's Alex Campbell. Oh, the 44 got involved also. So that is your caution right there for tonight. This is going to be our, if I can find it to pull it up here, of course, our third caution, 10 laps under caution. We've only had 2 lead changes here tonight. And that's going to be between Austin Smith and Corey Crowell as your 2 drivers that have led here tonight. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here once again after these commercial breaks.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Raise a quote. We will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
All right, back live here. It looks like we might be going back green flag racing this time by. Let's see, right now Austin Smith going to take the high line around, showing them he wants the outside line on this restart for your choose cone for tonight. Alrighty, right now, you can see everybody getting all lined back up here. Brandon's going to start. Why am I seeing the thing pop up there? Oops. Start on the inside line. Brandon will be. Corey going to be starting right there on B, right behind Austin. I'm curious, though. How this will all play out here tonight. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, back into your Geico Restart Zone. Green flag back out in the air here tonight, and here we are, Austin Smith as your leader, Brandon in second. Wesley now holding on to third, battling with Corey at the moment in time, third and fourth place. Wesley looks like he might try to get the run coming into the corner here. Corey stays up high. Brand looks like also the number 11 Tim Wells right there watching all the action happening in front of him, gets into the wall, grinding the wall here tonight, and that was the 46 of Wesley. And when I mentioned earlier, I thought it was the when I said the 44 during that wreck, it was actually the 46. My apologies that we saw in our camera view here tonight. So we've got 98 laps to go to the end of this here, all the way. Right now, looks like Braxton at the moment of time holding on to 6th place. On the outside of him, he's got the 11 of Tim Wells. Close action going on between them two. Great job by number 11, able to get the runoff, get him cleared. Here they are going into turn number 3 and number 4. Josh Neal right now currently has a black flag in the 82. May have got a speeding penalty coming down into pit road. He's going to bring it in, unfortunately. Not probably what he wanted to see here. Austin Smith back at your lead, pulling away about a 0.6 second up front. We do have a caution out on the track right now. Rut Row Rag, I see Braxton Barrett being involved here tonight. Let's go back and see what just happened out here and find out what just happened with Braxton. Braxton gets into the wall there in the front stretch going into turn number 1. 46 goes a little high here coming out of one. Braxton getting the loose, hits the wall, and unfortunately goes for the ride. Hard hit on the inside line. And that is going to bring out our caution here. Unfortunately not a night Braxton wanted to see at all. Ouch, that could have definitely hurt. I see BPSCS Racing out there. Let's go, Timmy. Good to see you out there tonight for Tim Wells in the number 11. holding on to 4th place here at the moment of time. You can see the lucky dog going to is going to be the number 21 of Ed Brown getting a lucky dog here tonight. Alrighty, at this moment, looking at Austin Cordy, 2 teammates up front at the moment. Wesley holding on to 3rd, Tim Wells in 4th, and Wesley in 5th place running your top 5. Are we going to have any takers come down pit road and get themselves some fresh tires and a full tank of fuel? We'll keep an eye on that here in just a little bit. But, a little cool feature that we'll have here coming in our future, we'll put a, how do I word this, a link in one of our descriptions or in our comments, actually. I might be able to put that in our comments here in just a little bit too. But we're able to actually have your live information. You can actually see the scoreboard if you actually put this in your browser. We'll post that in our YouTube link out there tonight. But yeah, if you open that up, you could actually see the running order for all these drivers out here tonight. So a cool little feature that that you could see is where everybody's at, their best laps, slow time, especially if I'm not able to get to it, and you get kind of see what's going out there on during this whole race. So pace car lights are off, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here tonight. Let's see what's going to happen on this restart. Austin Smith does take the outside line here tonight, starting on the outside, chooses the outside line. 92 laps have been completed here out of 183. 92 laps to go. We've got the halfway point of the night. Green flag out in the air here. Let's go back. Green flag racing here. Tim Wells on the inside line of the 74. Now is on the inside line of the 20. Now we're going to almost have 3 wide in the corner. Corey was looking go 3 wide, but I don't blame him. He kind of looked at it and said, heck no. He's going to stay, not let that happen here, especially being out of Richmond. Right now, track temperature 73, air temperature 70 degrees outside tonight. Alrighty, looks like Austin Smith has pulled away already up front. Tim Wells holding on to 2nd, to Wesley in 3rd. Caleb McKinney now in 4th, and Corey in 5th. Running your top 5. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, give us a like and a follow here on our Facebook, or go to our YouTube side of things and give us a love over there too. We definitely would appreciate it. We actually hit a very awesome accomplishment on our YouTube channel now. It's all due to everybody out there that watches and gives us the support out there. We actually hit the have partnership now on our YouTube side of things, and we actually were able to get to that now. So thank you to everybody that was able to make all that happen. It's a definitely a cool accomplishment going from where we are to where we are at now, and able to do that. So thank you to everybody out there doing that for us. And that that comes down to the point of we want to give everybody a big thank you for tuning in every week, giving these drivers and the league the support, especially the broadcast. But, if it wasn't for you guys able to allow these drivers for a couple hours of their nights to be able to do this, we want to be able to have a show for everybody to watch. So thank you for everybody to do that for us, and, allowing us to be able to have something to produce. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right now, Austin Smith still holding on to your lead. Looks like Braxton has brought it into the infield, so has Wayne currently right now. All right, coming out of turn number 4, coming to the line, bringing to lap 99 here tonight, bringing to 85 laps to go to the end of this race. Getting down definitely to the crunch time, and we may see a couple more drivers come down pit road one more time unless a caution comes out. That's cool. You know, the little bit of information we were seeing, though, for our pit window. A couple drivers that actually only have taken one pit stop or two pit stops through this race so far. Well, it looks like Alex Campbell already has come down pit road 4 times so far this race. You know, kind of cool, different comparison out there tonight. So, with time keeps going down, looking at the last lap of 22.6 compared to Austin and Tim. Tim right now by a 0.01 of a difference between first and second, a little faster than Austin Smith. That last lap coming by this time by crossing the line. That was a 22.6 compared to a 22.7. Austin Smith picked up the speed that time, was able to get himself in that, getting himself in that clear area. So the other thing I was gonna bring up, though, is Austin Smith picked up another fastest time out here tonight. And that was a 22.107. And that was on lap 79 that he was able to do. So, Austin right now, the most laps led, the fastest lap out there on the track. Also, with him getting the pole, right now, he's getting every single box he has to here tonight to get anything, anything and everything. Our biggest mover is going to be 8 positions since the start of this race, and that is going to go to the number 5 of Brandon P. Brandon started back in 15th place and currently right now holding on to 7th. So he is your biggest mover of the night here tonight. Give him a big shout out. Back up front, though, there are some battles going on back here. I saw the 44 going out wide. Here's the battle between the 44 and the 76. 44 of Todd Slauson and the 76 of Caleb McKinney. Great battle going on for 4th and 5th. 44 was looking on the inside line, getting to the corner panel, to the tire, to the door, side by side, coming down to turn number 2. Drag race all the way down the backstretch into turn number 3 and number 4. Out of turn number 4 coming to the line. Looks like Todd was able to keep that position right there, right in front of Corey, holding on to the number 20, holding on to 6th place. Back up front, about a 1.3 second gap between Tim Wesley currently 1.5 away. All right now back out there looking at the chat right now. Gotta love Richmond. Joshua Neal says, yeah, definitely do. Gotta love it. Hope you're doing well out there, Josh. Let's see, what are you currently sitting in pit road at the moment? I believe you are still sitting in pit road. Definitely unfortunate night for Josh here tonight. Let's see, actually, if you're bored, Josh, hop on up here in the booth and we'll chat with you for a second if you would like. 110 laps completed here out of 183, 74 laps to go to the end of this race. Battle going on with Tim Wells and Wesley right now for 2nd and 3rd place. Good battle going on. Looks like right now Wesley may have the position for 2nd as long as he can get him totally cleared. He does. Now Wesley now up to 2nd place. Tim Wells to 3rd. Here comes the 44 of Todd Slauson holding on, battling here from 3rd and 4th once again. Here at the moment of time, looking at the battle between the 11 and the 44. The 44 right there. Let's go on to the roof cam and watch this 44 machine try to get around this baby roof. getting turned into a wall, avoiding chance. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I saw you trying to avoid it, and unfortunately, if I'm not mistaken, I thought there was I think Alex Campbell was trying to get or something happened. I think Alex Campbell was involved there. May have touched somebody's back end due to everybody trying to avoid. But that's my memory. I could be wrong. Well, looks like Todd right now was able to get around Tim. That's going to be for third and fourth place. Go back here to Corey watching right now. Oh, Todd into the wall. That's going to now get the run for the number 11 to get back around here. Grinding the wall. Sparks are flying. 44 trying to get the Cheeto Doritos a little bit of a spark. So, side by side here at the moment, 11 to 44. Here comes Corey now involved in this battle here at the moment of time. Let's see if Corey can get that run on the outside line, or if he's just waiting patiently, waiting for these two back and forth battles going on between the third and fourth place. Austin has pulled away a 1.7 second gap. Todd Slauson about 2.6. Tim Wells about 2.9. You see the number 11 and the number 20, how they exited that corner, both kind of identical there. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Let's crank it up here tonight. Listen in to these drivers fly by us. Some good battles going on right now up front. Some reason right now is looking to show, some reason our third place on our top three is not accurate, showing us different drivers, so we can't play that at the moment. Battle going on. It looks at the between Cordy and the number 11. Also Caleb McKinney being involved here. Watching them when we were watching the wall cams, them flying by each other. They have basically been side by side for quite a few laps for these last couple of laps. Looks like Wesley did come down pit road on lap 120. Maybe start our strategies here in a little bit. So with 121 laps completed here out of 183, just 62 laps to go to the end of this race. Watching the battle between Caleb, Corey, and Tim. Looks like Caleb was able to get around Corey there. Now trying to catch and get around Tim Wells here. Tim touching the wall here right at the finish line. Down the backstretch coming into turn number 3 here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. We only got 61 laps to go. Track temperature 75, air temperature 70 degrees here at this moment of time. Some of these different lap times right now. Alex Campbell still being the first one lap down. So if the caution does come out and he's not involved, he can get that lucky dog spot. Wesley right now holding on to 11th. Here's where Alex Campbell is, and here's where Wesley is. That would be the battle for the lucky dog spot if Wesley can get around Alex Campbell for 10th and 11th place. Back up front, though, Austin Smith, your leader, currently 2.0 seconds away from everybody else. Second place right now, Todd Slauson holding on. I saw him going all the way to the infield there for a minute. Caleb McKinney holding on third. Tim Wells in fourth. Corey in fifth. And Brandon in sixth. Rounding your top six. Alright, looks like we got some decent gaps going on. Starting to happen through the field here. This is kind of the closest battle out there on the track is between these couple drivers. The different lines, the different ways these drivers are able to get around. Let's go on to your driver point of view. This is what Corey is seeing here tonight. But the different runs, the different lines these drivers are taking here around here at Richmond. Here goes the number 5 of Brandon getting around his teammate there. Now that's going to put Corey in 6th, Brandon in 5th. For your top 5. Lap 129 here out of 183 completed. Corey getting a little loose. Able to hold on to it very well there out of turn number 2. Tim Wells going up high. Here goes Brandon now on the inside. Now on board here with Brandon. Looking how to get around the Baby Ruth. Here they are out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Brandon now is going to look on the inside line. To the tire, to the door, side by side. Here they are coming out of turn number 4, coming to the line. Looks like Brandon was able to hold on to that position. Here is where Tim Wells is. Brandon now getting Tim Wells cleared. Caleb McKinney now holding on to 3rd, closing it in here on Todd. Right now your leader, Austin Smith, having a great run so far tonight. A little bit about Austin Smith. Hometown is Burlington, Wisconsin. His hobbies is watching baseball, wakeboarding, traveling. A couple of his favorite drivers is Chase Elliott and Anthony Alfredo. There's some information here about your leader at the moment of time. That Doritos machine, though, Todd Slauson having a good run, holding on to 2nd place, though. He's definitely trying to hold on to it very well. Seen him get into the wall just a little bit ago, but keeping it up there, trying to hold on to 2nd. A little bit about Todd from Rolla, Missouri. Bow hunting and iRacing, a couple of his favorite hobbies. And his favorite driver out there is Kyle Larson. Trying to see if we had anything on Caleb McKinney. Looks like Brandon right now in this number 5 machine. A little bit about Brandon out here tonight. Brandon's from Morgantown, West Virginia. His hobbies are watching racing and football. His favorite drivers are Dale Jr. and Kyle Larson. I do believe Chance Manning did get a black flag coming down pit road. May have gotten a speeding penalty. Couple takers, I can see the 11 and the 20 now coming down pit road. It looks like Tim, Corey, Chance, and Wesley all have come down pit road for their green flag strategies. Austin Smith has stayed out so far here tonight. Caleb McKinney holding on to 2nd, Todd Slauson in 3rd. Let's see if we're going to have any more takers coming down pit road here in a little bit. Well, like we say, though, you know, speeding down pit road can definitely hurt you, and that's what we're seeing right now is speeding penalties coming in, especially if you miss your pit box. That can hurt you. You know, that's one of those things that you have to definitely hit your perfect marks. It looks like right now we did have a couple more takers come down pit road and a couple of them leaving pit road. Austin Smith now coming down pit road here. That's going to now allow Brandon to take over the lead here to get him some laps led here tonight. So, Austin Smith, the guy that has dominated the race here so far, going to get some full tank of fuel and a full set of tires here. 45 laps to go. Ed Brown right now holding on to second place. Austin in third. Now Wesley now is going to hold up to third. Austin in fourth. All right, Austin Smith now leaving pit road here, holding on to fourth place. Alex Campbell right there, right behind him into your picture view there. Right now coming to the line at this moment of time, Brandon still staying out. He's been out there for at least 51 laps on those tires. Ed Brown has been out there for 59 laps on those tires. And here comes Brandon now down pit road. Ed Brown currently right now still out there on the track. Let's see if he comes in this time by. Looks like Ed Brown is going to stay out here right now. Coming to the line now is going to take over the lead. New leader here once again. So a little bit about our information about tonight. We've had 4 cautions. We've had 16 laps under caution and 3 lead changes here tonight. That's a little bit about our caution information. Let's go about our track information here and look at the temperature. Right now, about 0.72 miles of this track. We raced it is 132 miles. Track temperature 75, about an 8.2 southwest wind. With Ed Brown still as your leader, Wesley in second, Austin Smith in third, Caleb McKinney in fourth, and Tim Wells rounding your top 5. We got right now 9 drivers on the lead lap. Wesley Peebles right now currently 1 lap down. He's in that lucky dog spot. Alrighty, going back, checking out this lead right now of Ed Brown. Right now, currently about 3.0 seconds away from your second place driver, Wesley Triplett. And holding on to third is Austin Smith. Right now, your top 2 looks like a different comparison. 63 laps, your leader. And right now, second place been out there for 24 laps. Austin's been out there for 6. So different strategies definitely going on right now. Give Ed Brown a big shout out. Able to lead a couple laps here tonight. Go on board here and listen in to Ed Brown. Watching Ed Brown head around there. I was trying to see if he was actually if he was trying to save any field there for a little bit, but looks like he's just going full blown as best as he can. He's got to get about 1.0 second from Wesley now. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back here after these commercial breaks.
Too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tire.
We carry nearly all brands of tires,
including Michelin, Continental, Bridgestone, and Mastercraft.
and we have one of the largest inventories in Genesee County.
Basic quote, we will beat it.
We offer many services including lifts, wheels, engines, brakes, and more.
Plus, on most of our jobs, we offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty.
Come see our family at Delta Tire.
Where we'll save you money.
Barbecue Beast sauces are made from scratch using quality ingredients to create a truly delicious barbecue taste. Try our original Beast sauce, sweet with a kick. Turn up the heat with Spicy Beast, Hot Beast, and Carolina Beast. Or experience the award-winning taste of our Curry Beast and On the Bay Beast sauces. Owned and operated locally by the power of women veterans, these quality sauces are versatile and made for everyone. Great for grilling and the perfect way to complement your favorite foods. Barbecue Beast, the exceptional barbecue sauce.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk.
It's time to talk. It's time to talk.
Are you tired of paying too much for tires and auto repair? Come to my family at Dr. Tires.
We carry nearly all brands of tires.
All right, it accidentally hit the wrong button there, but we are under caution here tonight while I stepped away. All right, let's see exactly what just happened out there on the track. I'm not sure exactly what happened, though. I see Ed Brown getting a little loosey-goosey coming out of the corner there. Gets it turned around into the inside wall there. That's what's going to bring out our caution here tonight. Definitely unfortunate night for a little bit of damage to Todd's loss in there. Looks like a little bit of front end damage. An unfortunate night for him. That's what happens with the little loosey-goosiness is going on around here tonight. Crazy to see. All right. So, right now, Todd showing as your leader, Brandon in second, Corey in third, Austin, Wesley in fourth, Austin fifth. Rounding your top five. It's showing actually keeps going back and forth on between Austin and Wesley there. But from what we're seeing so far tonight, man, oh man, what a night we have witnessed and we've seen. Curious to see how this is going to play out now since we've only got 27 laps to go. Still, looks like we're going to still be under, looks like Wesley able to get the waiver out there. There we go. Wesley now getting the lucky dog there. But Todd, right now, as your leader, what is he going to pick, the inside or the outside line? That's the curiosity point of us here tonight. The other thing is, what will happen with the strategies now, since everybody was able to get a full tank of fuel and tires and things like that? You know, does anybody have extra set of tires? And, you know, that's the other thing. Only these drivers only get a certain amount of tires they can use. The other thing, the top two have been out there for 19 laps. Everybody else has gotten fresher tires. And fresher tires, a full tank of fuel, and some damage fixed back a little bit further back. So it looks like we got one lap to green, but they may have thrown the yellow back out to get everybody lined back up. especially being a short little track, and these drivers, they're going, pace cars going at least 50 miles an hour around this track. It can come pretty quickly. It's only about 52 seconds around the track under yellow flag. But don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, give us some love out there on our track. But it looks like it's actually updated green and showing we're still live. It shows a live screen here, so let me go on commercial break and see what's going on here, because it's showing green flag, but we are not under green flag. So we are one moment. Use our code REDLINE real quick to give us you could get 20% off or 10% off your order there. We appreciate W. It looks like we were able to get it all updated. Looks like iRacing had a little bit of a glitch for us out there on the track and what was live, so we do apologize for that. Good battle going on through the track right now. Austin Smith as your leader, Todd in second, Wesley in third, 1, 2, and 3. Gotta love when things don't update properly on our screens. Love technology. Alrighty, right now the 23 pulling away. Todd and Wesley side by side here, coming for second and third place. Here comes Caleb McKinney holding on to fourth. Watching all this battle, he's now going to join the fun on the corner panel to the door to the side by side here, crossing the line. Caleb McKinney trying to take away third place. Can he do it? It looks like he was able to take it away from Todd. Now he's going to work his way to the inside of Wesley here for second place. Looks like now Caleb's going to hold on to third, while Wesley right there in front of him. Can he get around him, though? Austin has pulled away about a second from your field. Can anybody catch the guy that's on fire here right now? Austin Smith has been on fire all night long, hitting the marks, doing what he's got to do up front. Basically right now, we always say you got to grab the fire extinguisher, but at this moment in time, I believe you're going to have to grab that, either 1 1/4 hose or grab a 2-inch. I would say grab the 2-inch hose and try to put the fire out here, because we only got 20 laps to go, and he is on fire here tonight, hitting all the marks he has to do what he's got to do to lead the most laps, hit every single mark, stay up front, pull away from your field. Austin Smith right now doing a great job up front and doing what he has to do. Because right now, for your points, Austin Smith at this moment of time for your points is currently, let's see if we can find him on our points board here. Austin Smith currently 4th place in points. He dropped 1 position last week. And right now, Austin holding on to 4th with only 24 points away from your leader. So if he can definitely get this win, he's going to definitely look good. Austin Smith has got, right now, 5 starts. He's got 2 wins under his belt at the moment. And that was going to be at Portland International Raceway and Daytona was the 2 races that he won. But we do have a caution out there on the track at the moment. Roll Raggy, let's see what just happened here, and if we can find it. I see Brandon right now in the number 5 turned around. Let's rewind her and find out what just happened to Brandon. Tim Wells and Brandon right now. Oh, Tim Wells just gets into the back bumper of the number 5, and unfortunately Corey involved there. The number 5 and the 20 both involved with a little bit of damage to both of these cars. Definitely going to hurt them there. That's not what a couple of them wanted to see. Both of them part of Midwest Motorsports here tonight. Alrighty, let's go back up front and go back live here and see what's going on. And who's going to all come down pit road this time by. Don't forget, give us a follow in like on our Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for everybody tuning in here. Never know what's going to happen, though. Here comes the, I believe that was Michael Smith, the 45, getting around for his lucky dog, putting him currently back down to only 1 lap down this time. Kind of excited to see this new update here coming to iRacing, as they kind of did some revamps on some of the tracks and updated some of the sound effects on some of these cars. So we'll keep an eye on that, how that will sound during the broadcast. It'd be kind of a cool little feature to see if we can get her up to date also. But that'll be coming up here in a couple of weeks. 13 laps to go to the end of this race. Almost down to the it basically is the crunch time now. We're going to be doing our post-race show, the top 3 of these drivers. I believe we may see that 23. I would think he would take the outside line this time by, but we'll keep an eye on that. You know, he's started on the outside every single restart that he's been up front. Will he do that this time by? All right, pace car lights are off. He does. He picks the outside line. That's now going to put Wesley on the inside line. Caleb McKinney and Tim Wells for 3rd and 4th here tonight. On this, maybe the last restart, or maybe not. Keep an eye. We've had so far a total of 6 cautions, 24 laps under caution. We've had 8 lead changes here so far tonight. Track temperatures down to 73 instead of 75. We dropped down 2 degrees since the beginning of this race. Here goes the pace car down into pit road, into your Geico restart zone. Green flag out in the air. Here we go, back underway here under Richmond Raceway's lights here for the Mid-Atlantic Racing Series. Beautiful start by all the drivers up front. Right now, Austin Smith has pulled away. Got a battle going on here with Wesley and Caleb McKinney battling it out here for 2nd place. Here comes Tim Wells now involved. He was on the back corner panel, going to be going 3 wide into turn number 1. That's where it definitely gets a little dicey as a driver. You know, the person that kind of gets screwed out of the deal is the driver on the high line there. You see the 74 had to drop a little bit back because of that. Tim Wells right now battling here. Looks like Caleb McKinney now up to 2nd place. Tim Wells in 3rd. Here comes the number 74 on the inside of the 11. Battle for 3rd. Also, Brandon did get himself back up to holding on to 5th place now. Here's the 11 into the wall. A little bit of grinding here going on on the Richmond wall tonight. A little bit of blinking by the 44. Here we are bound backstretching into turn number 3. Brandon now looking on the outside of this number 11 machine. Side by side action going on. Austin Smith still holding on to your lead, about a 0.7-second gap from Caleb McKinney. Can Caleb run the 23 down here with just 7 to go? Here they are side by side though. Here comes the 54 on the inside of the number 11. Back up front though, Caleb McKinney. 0.6 seconds back. Last lap that time by, crossing the line. 22.5 for Austin, 22.4 for Caleb. Caleb, a 0.1 second fast. Then your leader. Can he hold on to this pace and get himself around? Does he have the 2-inch hose to be able to put the fire out here tonight? Because right now what he's doing, he's fishing. He's got the line. He's attached. Can he just pull it in? Or is Austin Smith going to fight back or let go and pull away? Basically, it's what's happening right now is Caleb's got the big fish on the line, and the fish is fighting him very hard and hard to reel him in. It's what we're seeing right now. Can he keep doing it, or will that line break? My luck, every time I go fishing, I get something big on the line, it always snaps on me, and I always lose it. That's just how my luck goes. Bringing it now down to 3 laps to go here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just a couple more to go. Don't forget to give us the like and a follow here on our YouTube and Facebook side of things. Also, don't forget to share our videos. We'd love for you to share your videos to everybody out there. Still battling going on with 3rd place, if I'm not mistaken. We do have right now the 54. Actually, the 54 Chance Manning a couple laps down. He's battling some lap traffic. But Brandon right now holding on to 3rd. Alrighty, with 2 laps coming to the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin has to do is hold on to it just a little longer here tonight. Final lap here. Just into turn number 3 and 4. Here we are. Checker flag is waving here tonight out of turn number 4. Austin Smith, your race winner. Caleb McKinney in 2nd, and Brandon holding on to 3rd. Give them 3 a big shout out. Definitely well deserves it here tonight. Congratulations to all of them here, able to make things happen here, especially being at Richmond. What a race we just witnessed and watched. You see Tim Wells giving Austin a little bit of love, saying congratulations to him here tonight. Well, we're going to watch him burn it out here, do our post-race show of this night here. They definitely well deserve this here tonight. But right now, we can see, let's get these drivers pulled up and see how they're feeling. All right, let's pull up our 3rd place finisher here tonight. That is going to go to the number 5 of Brandon, able to bring home a P3. Let's see how he is feeling and see how he's doing here tonight. Hey, Brandon, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud. Look at you, able to bring home a P3 here tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling?
Not too bad. It's an eventful race, but it's fun tonight.
Heck yeah! And being Richmond, it's just one of those tracks that it's tricky. It's a lot of rhythm, and I was kind of curious. That last caution that came out with seeing you turn around and everything like that, and able to get from that point. You started from the back, get yourself back up to the front. Tell me your thought process through that of how did it feel to just be able to work your way from the back to the front again and get yourself a P3 out of that deal.
I think I was it was more likely a racing incident than anything. I was trying to hold that line, and Tim had fresher tires, so he's trying to go, and I get that. But after that, I just kind of threw my last set on there. I was hoping for the best. I knew those guys had like 15 to 20 laps on their tires, so I know I had a slight tire advantage here. So I was just seeing if I could pick the right lines to roll through there, and I picked a couple of the right ones. I just couldn't catch Caleb quite yet, but it was a good race all around.
Heck yeah. Well, Brandon, who do you got to give a shout out to that made this number 5 possible here tonight?
Just the admin team for putting this on. You guys for putting on the show. Everybody for coming out. Shinko for being our newest sponsor. That's about it.
All right, Brandon. Well, I hope you had a great time out there. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in a couple days.
Sounds good.
Thank you. All right, that is Brandon there, your third place finisher here tonight. Let's now talk to our second place finisher, able to bring home. That is going to be Caleb McKinney. Let's see how Caleb's doing. Hey, Caleb, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, got a copy.
All right, bud. Look at you, able to bring home a P2 here tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling here tonight?
Oh man, I'm very happy with the way this race finished, and because it was quite the opposite with the start of the race, with getting damage before the race even started, and then having to come down pit road that first time by and give up all my track position to working my way back through the field, to going a lap down, and finally fixing all my damage to trying to chase down the leader Austin, and really overall a good race, and just barely just barely missed it, just by a little bit. Just used my tires up just a little bit too much, and couldn't get there in the end.
I definitely understand that. You definitely were right there when that caution came out from the restart. You're closing it in on Austin there every lap, and it's like you might hear it on the broadcast. You had the efficient pull, you had him on the line. It was one of those. It's like one of those big fish. You fight, 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 and he just tries to pull away, and you kept him. You lowered that pace between each other. But I feel like if you had at least a couple more laps, that it would have been maybe a different story. You might have at least got to him and seen what would happen from there. So it was definitely worth a shot, and great racing though.
Yeah, 100%, man. And I would just like to thank Austin, Corey, Brandon, and uh, Joshua Neal for putting this on, and you for streaming this. And I'd like to give a shout out to Chad Lancaster for putting me on his team. That's it.
All right. Well, congratulations, Caleb, on your P2 here tonight. I hope you have a great night. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you later on.
You too, man. Take care.
Thank you. All right, that's Caleb McKinney there. Next up is going to be your race winner here tonight. Let's see how Austin Smith is feeling here. He definitely well deserves it. And, let's see what he thinks for dominating here tonight. Hey, Austin, this is Brandon in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy.
Well, look at you, bud, marking every checkbox off here tonight. Congratulations, bud. How are you feeling here?
Yeah, I feel good. I love Richmond. It's a fun track to drive, and I always do good at it. So, yeah, it was fun.
Heck yeah, you started on the pole, you got the most laps led, you did everything you had to do and able to hold everybody off. But let's talk about that last restart, bud. With Caleb McKinney knowing that he was right there behind you, he was slowly closing in. How nervous were you knowing that, man, Caleb's right behind me?
Yeah, I mean, definitely had me driving in my rearview mirror a little bit more than normal, but I was kind of confident in what I had and the line that I could run, so wasn't super worried. I mean, he did close it a couple tenths, when with like 5 to go, but then I was able to pull him. I knew he was gonna have to drive hard and probably wash up the track a couple times, so I was pretty confident. Just wanted to run my line.
Well, you definitely did. You definitely had to do what you had to do, get yourself another win this season. So congratulations on that. Looking forward into the next couple races though. What you think, bud? You got yourself the win at Richmond. We got the All-Star race next week at Charlotte, but knowing like for the next points, you got Atlanta and Texas before we go to the playoffs. What do you think about those next two races, or even the All-Star race?
Yeah, All-Star race should be fun. Still trying to work on finalizing how we're going to do that, but we're thinking possibly heat races, so that should be a good time. And then Atlanta is just kind of a crapshoot. We'll see what happens there. Hopefully finish strong at Texas, and then just kind of keep the momentum going into the playoffs.
Heck yeah. Well, bud, who do you got to give a big shout out to that made this number 23 possible here tonight?
Yeah, I just got to give a big shout out to my admin team for helping with everything, putting everything together, helping with the races. Shenko Custom Diecast, you for the broadcast, and everybody that just shows up and races every week. Couldn't do it without them.
Most definitely. Well, Austin, I hope you have a great night. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you later on.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, Austin Smith there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed the show here tonight. I appreciate everybody tuning in here every week, supporting these drivers, the leagues, and the broadcast. We thank you so much for that. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great night. You, everybody, stay safe out there. Don't forget, we'll be back live Thursday for some more Gen 4 series, and we'll see some more crazy action with that. Other than that, have a good night.
Here at Jackie Jones, we have plenty of new and used trucks, SUVs, and sport cars, and are gaining more vehicles as we head into the summer months. Stop by and meet with our excellent team that are guaranteed to provide you with top-notch customer service that you won't find anywhere else. You can find us at www.jackiejonescdjr.com or call us at 706-865-3168. We're located at 2840 US 129 South, Cleveland, Georgia.